The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Pablo Picasso. This entry into the digital vision board known as Adventure Time Oracle is going to probably bounce around a bit, but hopefully, in the end, I will tie it all together. If nothing else, this will be a look into the inner ramblings of my mind, for what it's worth. And today's subject for contemplation is trust. At least, the concept of trust, anyway. Why have I been contemplating trust lately? Because it is such an instrumental piece of a high-value relationship and meaningful life. Whether we're talking about the relationship to oneself, or our relationship to others, or our ability to simply create magic. Trust is such a huge part of life and human connections. So, trust. What does it mean to you? I've heard it said that the most expensive thing in the world is trust. It can take years to earn, and a matter of seconds to lose. No truer words have been spoken. When I think about the value of trust, I am reminded of the relationships that I have cultivated and opportunities in which I've been fortunate enough to be involved. I've had some huge responsibilities dropped into my lap. The other day I was having a particularly anxious episode where I was questioning my worth and my contributions to the world. In other words, it was a particularly self-deprecating moment. I was questioning my trustworthiness. In the midst of this spiral, I received a text from a colleague offering me an opportunity to collaborate. As tears of frustration trickled down my cheeks, my mind shifted in that moment to all the examples I am shown on a regular basis of how exemplary people who I admire and respect implicitly demonstrate to me consistently how they trust me. Colleagues who trust me with their projects, friends who trust me with their darkest secrets, clients who freely give me the access codes and keys to their homes. My landlord, who has entrusted one of their properties to my care and management. All these people trust me with some of their most valuable possessions and moments. These people see in me someone who is worthy of trust and respect. This trust is something that I don't take lightly. It is something I cherish completely. In that moment, as I reflected on how grateful I am for these relationships and opportunities, my tears dried up, and I was met with a quintessential aha moment. If all these people that I respect so deeply reciprocate that respect and trust, then when will I learn how to trust myself? Don't I deserve to give myself the same respect that I extend to others, or that others extend to me? it comes to trusting myself, I am speaking in the context of knowing that I have the strength, wisdom, determination, and fortitude to get through anything. I've truly experienced some tests in this life. I've faced some of the toughest trials any human could endure. I've made some poor decisions that resulted in some troublesome outcomes. Chosen some relationships that truly broke me. All part of the trial and error that is life, I suppose. Or in other words, you live and you learn. Even in the most distressing of moments, I have somehow stayed centered in the knowing that I can get through anything. But there still are moments when I have doubts. There are still times when I spiral into a pit of self-hating anxiety. No one is meaner to me than my own internal mean girl. She tends to sneak in when I am at my most vulnerable, or when I have forgotten that it is perfectly safe for me to trust myself. That I've been given my gift for the expressed purpose of sharing it with this planet. Thankfully, I am often blessed with reminders, like that timely text that I received in the midst of the storm of my own self-loathing, about how it is safe to trust myself. I'm still working on that. But each time that I recalibrate and bring myself back to these realizations, the easier it gets.